In this video, I want to talk about algebraic expressions. First, I need to define a variable. A variable is a letter or symbol that stands for a number, and these numbers might have specified values or specified ranges. For example, when I talk about the area of a circle, and we say pi r squared, r is the radius, and we understand that r has to be a positive number since radius of a circle cannot be negative. In word problems or application problems, it's very important that we define the variables that we use appropriately. As an example, if we're looking at the number of liters of water in a tank, we might want to say let W be the number of liters of water in a tank. A lot of students want to simplify it and just write W is equal to water. However, this is actually a wrong way to write it. It doesn't explain how W stands for a number. Water is not a number, it's not a numerical value, so we do need to be very specific when we define our variables. Now that we have the idea of a variable, let's define an algebraic expression. An algebraic expression is a meaningful string of numbers or variables, or both, and operation symbols. These can include addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and exponents, but not equals. Here are a few examples of algebraic expressions. I have x squared minus 13, 2 times x plus 3 times y plus 7, or 6 times 5 plus 6 times 2. And a lot of times we abbreviate these. When we're multiplying a number in a letter, a lot of times we do not write out the actual multiplication sign, and instead we just write 2x plus 3y plus 7. And just like with numeric expressions, we do need to evaluate algebraic expressions using order of operations. Just like with numeric expressions, algebraic expressions have terms. These are the pieces between addition and subtraction signs. As an example, let's look at 1,000 minus 10 times p minus 15 squared. So here we would have two terms. We would have a term of 1,000, and we would have a term of 10 times p minus 15 squared. If my term involves variables, then we can have what's also known as the coefficient. That's the number that multiplies the rest of the term. So as an example, my term that was 10 times p minus 15 squared, the number that multiplies the rest of the term is 10, so it would have a coefficient of 10. And occasionally there are hidden coefficients. If I talk about something like 3 plus x, well, x is a term that has a coefficient. It has a coefficient of 1 because it's really 1 times x.